There have been many changes in the last 4 years, both in the political landscape in Gibraltar and in my own life. Soon after the elections, I became pregnant with my second child. My son is now 3 years old and my daughter 6. And they ensure that I have my hands full and that I'm never bored, but also that I'm inspired to do better for them and for our future generations. In my family, I always find unending support and a rich cultural diversity that is reflective of our community. My husband is of Indian heritage, our children biracial, my stepfather Scottish and of Polish descent, my grandmother born in Spain, my stepmother Moroccan, and my half-siblings of Moroccan and Gibraltarian heritage. All with rich cultural backgrounds, but with one thing in common: all proud Gibraltarians. In my professional life as a lawyer, I remain committed to finding solutions to my clients' legal issues, whilst offering a helping hand where I can to those whose rights have been cast aside or violated. At the age of 36, I found myself standing at a crossroads, a juncture not unlike the one our community currently faces. Pondering deeply, when confronting the problems affecting our community, should I choose to look the other way and pretend that the obvious issues that our society is facing don't exist? Or should I throw my hat in the ring again, to stand up and fight for what I believe in? Could I ignore the fact that in this day and age, women continue to be underrepresented in Parliament? Or should I put myself forward to give women more of a voice? The questions were simple. The answer was much tougher to find. But in making my decision, I knew I couldn't ignore the social injustice that is rife. I couldn't set aside how the privileged few have it all, while the poor are constantly sacrificed. I won't allow the continued abuses of power and the willful blindness of a GSLP Liberals government to the hardships suffered by so many daily. Change can only come through action, and the only way forward was therefore to run in this election. To me, a politician should be a concerned citizen, someone with strong core values, like independence, integrity, transparency and sincerity. They should be moved by generosity, not ambition, and a desire to put these values to work for the benefit of their community. A politician should not be power hungry. They should not be thirsty for popularity or have a lust for wealth. Unfortunately, the type of champagne socialism that we have been subjected to for 12 years bears all those hallmarks and has caused serious damage to the very fabric of our society. I fear that if it is allowed to continue unchecked, the damage will be irreparable. By this point, I'm sure you've been asking yourself what the GST plan is to turn all this around. We want to run a clean and positive campaign and get Gibraltar back on track. I sincerely believe that a complete overhaul of our healthcare system should be the beginning of the transformation we need. It has become increasingly obvious that unless you can afford to pay for private healthcare, you may not receive the care that you or your families need. That's a situation that is not reflective of the commendable professionals working within the GHA. So how do we turn things around? We start by listening to our experts and raising the morale of the hard-working healthcare professionals within the GHA and DRS. We need to reform our mental health care system, to put into place a health promotion strategy, to lessen waiting times. We need to improve interdepartmental communication, to put into place checks and balances, to ensure that the care being received by service users is the best possible quality, and we need a clear disability strategy in place. We need to appraise how the issue of drugs is dealt with in our community. We need to go back to basics, reconstructing a robust foundation for our health and care systems to adapt and evolve, ensuring that no one is left behind in the process. We're all parts of a tight-knit community where we should work together and be free to share ideas and criticize constructively, without fear of repercussions if we do so. You should not be expected to toe the line. You have the right to ask questions and hold your government accountable. A change of government now is crucial for the future survival of our beloved rock. On the 12th of October, make your voice heard loud and clear and block vote for all 10 GST candidates to ensure that you and your family's best interests are protected. I've had enough of the GSLP's scaremongering, spin and untruths. I am standing up to be counted. Will you stand with me?